posture be impacting your core and pelvic floor recovery after birth? It's really well known that our posture changes so much during pregnancy. With all the weight at the front, we compensate in such different ways. We have tight backs, we have rounded shoulders from the weight of our breasts, and then we've got all these baby snuggles where we're tucked up, all feeding postures, all of these things that can all contribute significantly to your core recovery and your pelvic floor muscles. These muscles that control our toileting functions, the red muscles at the bottom of our pelvis, outer layers, deep layers, are at the base of your core system. Your core system is a little bit like a balloon. Okay, so we have our breathing muscle at the top, pelvic floor muscles at the bottom, holding all our organs in, bladder, our uterus, our bowel. They have typically been stretched if you have birthed your baby vaginally, or you may have a scar from your C-section, which can also impact your recovery if you've got some tight tension spots preventing that core system from activating correctly. But back to posture. So if we have rounded shoulders, we're sitting forward, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the core system from the top. And when we put a lot of pressure on the top, we press downwards into that bottom of the core system. It's a whole pressure system. So this is why it's so important to consider your posture to ensure we can breathe well, we can get some good movement and mobility, usually but needed to come back into those ribs and that diaphragm, that breathing muscle at the top of your core system, so that our whole system can coordinate as a system. When we inhale, our diaphragm goes down, our pelvic floor muscles should lengthen and relax, and when we exhale, our diaphragm rises up. This is when our pelvic floor muscles, you could do your pelvic floor exercises. You lift, exhale, inhale, relax, exhale, lift. But if we are tight in our upper core, we might even be tight around our ribs, shoulders, our head, our neck. We're pressing downwards, and we have this constant pressure downwards into this core system, not to mention outwards at the front on that stretched tummy and core muscles, deep core muscles that need to be tightened and strengthened back up so that your whole body will function effectively. So I hope that makes sense. Posture, mobility to unwind these tight tension-filled shoulders, to enable you to breathe well, to enable your entire core system and your pelvic floor muscles to function well is the pinnacle of what I teach, the foundation of what I teach. We do lots of intentional movement, mobility, breathing focus to reset this core system, so then we can start gently and progressively strengthening your core system back up to coordinate well with your body as a whole. And we're not just isolating kegals or core exercises, we are working with our body as a whole to recover after pregnancy. This is how my online postnatal recovery programs, both vaginal birth and C-section recovery programs, separate programs, progress over a 10-step kind of phase. We start with real foundational movements, resetting this breathing with posture, understanding how this whole system works so that you can feel empowered as you progress forward, and you can customize as required where you might need more focus, because everyone is just slightly different. So I hope that makes sense. And if you want to jump onto one of these programs so you have the expert guidance from me, then you can follow the links in the notes